admin. Proof of public notice per Wisconsin statutes. Notice of the special meeting was posted on Friday, March 12th per Tom Burkhalter, District Administrator. I would like a motion indicating the resolve of notice being legally posted.
So moved.
Marina? Second, was it Angie?
Yes.
Okay. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Okay, Mike, audit bids.
Well, we did a RFP, basically the same RFP that we've done for the last every 3 years. This one kind of snuck up on us, quite honestly. Thankfully, we have our board calendar, and Beth was able to identify that this was needing to come up. I was ready based on last year's results to, anticipate that this would be a pretty competitive bid, and that we may be switching auditors again, which is always, there's always good. And then there's always, that's a struggle to get to know people and do a lot of that background work that they can't carry forward from year to year. There's just a lot of relationship building, I guess you would say. So we sent the request for proposals out, and I've got the summary in the board report there for you. Just want to get that up. And we sent out, so basically the process, I go to the DPI's website and they list out which ones are doing audits. I mean, they don't really say certified, but I mean, they are. They would have to be able to and look in our area in where we're at. And I sent one to each one of these. The one that I feel bad about is the Clifton Larson Allen. Now, they did not complete it last time out of Toma. And what I'm finding is a lot of these accounting firms are working out of their homes right now. And their website still says their office is the same address that I've got the return to. So I immediately, when I got it, I called them and I got a voicemail. I left a voicemail and I never heard a call back. So the rest of them all received theirs, and we received 2 back. Our incumbent of Johnson and Block, located out of here in Viroqua, and Hawkins Ash out of La Crosse. And that's, I just called up real quickly. Looking back last year, we received only 3. One was Tostrud and Temp, another Hawkins Ash and Johnson Block. And Hawkins Ash last year bid 10.5, 10.7, 10.9 for a total of $32,100. This year on their bid, where did I go here? This year on their bid, they bid 21.9, 22.5, and 23.2 for a total of $67,600. I can only imagine that they are at what we would call in the accounting world at their staff's capacity. And if they were going to take another job on, they were going to, 1, have to pay their staff a little bit extra, probably forego some vacation, and probably 2, maybe even hire on another staff member to do that. And so if they were going to get the job, they wanted to make sure that they would be able to cover those additional costs. Johnson Block, likewise though, 15.2, 15.5, and 15.9 last year, their bid was for 10.4, 10.6, 10.8 for a total of $31,800. So I think what we're seeing is an increase in the market. There's not a lot of firms out there doing it right now. And some of those bigger firms, the Baker Tilly, the Clifton Larson Allen, they truly are not focusing too much on schools. So it'll be, something to watch. I did talk with Johnson Block this morning. They're comfortable with their bid. I didn't say you guys way came under. They obviously want to bid this to get this job. They don't, just like we don't like to have to go elsewhere outside of the city of Viroqua when we put a bid out there. They don't want us to bring someone else in from outside of Viroqua. So they're going to do what they can to be competitive. And if I understood right, based on the amount of time that they had on the audit at their bill rates, This was not a high realization job the last year or two, because of the amount of staff that a school district audit now requires with the federal and state programs and the compliance auditing that has to go along with it. So I think we're still getting a good price. Obviously, it went up, and I would expect it to continue to do so. Any questions?
Mike, were you expecting to have this increase or was it a surprise to you?
It wasn't a surprise to me. I can't, the order I opened them, Marina, was Hawkins first, and I said, whoa.
Wow.
Because I knew what it was, and I joke with people, I'm not really good with numbers, but I could remember it wasn't 20,000 a year we were paying. I mean, I could remember that. If you would have said 10 or 15, I would have been like, you know, somewhere in there, you know. And I think with the membership audits, that's basically where it's been. But yeah, no, and I've got their full proposals and everything that I would have shared with you guys tonight. But it's their boilerplate proposals for both of them. The partners bill at 285 to 300 at Hawkins, manager senior 150 to 225, and senior associate 60 to 150. I just think it's where we're at. I think they're kicking a lot of accountants out of the colleges, but I'm not sure what they're going into. So yeah.
This could also have to do with some of the additional funding that we're getting, and it might take them more time to do some of our audits.
I would think that they were going to figure they were going to have to build that in there. Yes, I would agree, Angie. I would. And actually, Hawkins had a questionnaire that they had me follow up from the RFP. And that was one of the questions that they had, was how much ESSER funding and what other, you know, federal funds do you receive, and that type of thing. So I think they were trying to plan that out.
So from this, it's just a sharing information, right? And we can.
Yeah, I think the board actually approves recommendation. My recommendation would be to stay with Johnson Block for another 3 years.
Anybody else have any questions? Otherwise, we can adjourn and move on to.
You know what, I gotta apologize. I just was looking at that 18, 19, 20 is not right on that. That should read 21, 22, 23, and the one below it should read 18, 19, and 20. If that was confusing to anybody, I apologize for that. I changed the dates up above. This is the exact same summary of audit results that we had done the year before, and I didn't update that. So is everybody clear on that? That's the 21, 20. I'm going to change it and update it here real quickly, but I apologize for that.
So what I will do is the audit report. Are we approving that? No, I don't see it.
Not the audit report. It would be the motion.
The audit recommendation.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't see it on audit bids. There you go.
Yep.
So Amanda, what I'm going to do is I'll have you give an update of the support of our committee for approval of the Johnson Block.
Sounds good.
And I'll have Kim give the compensation, and I'll have Vicki give the curriculum update for each of them.
Sounds good. A motion to adjourn.
I so move.
Second. All in favor?
Aye.
All right. So we are adjourned at